Hey doing YouTube, it's Will from Will Development, and today I'm going to be making sandbags. So, making sandbags. Materials you will need, or you should want actually. We have sand, obviously, for sandbags, and gravel, because gravel is even harder and it will add a new level of difficulty to the put it back on here. So we have sand, we have gravel or little rocks, and these are about $4 per bag. If you have just sand or even rocks lying around and you want to toss that in there instead and save some money, go for it. I say just go for it. And even if you want to make things, really weird and awkward, if you just have concrete lying around that's like already dried up and just kind of useless, even use that. Just break it up into smaller pieces and toss it in. The smaller the pieces, the better. That's why this gravel works so well, because if you look, I don't know which detail you can see. Yeah, you got pretty good detail. Each one of these little rocks is really, really tiny, so that little bit will help it move. You're kind of like going for almost a water-like effect, but without it actually being water. You're going to want garbage bags, at least 1 millimeter thick. These are 1.1 millimeter, so they should work just fine. We're going to double them up and triple them up and quadruple them up and make sure they're really, really strong. That way they have a lower likelihood of tearing and leaking inside of my bag. And then this is just your standard military laundry bag. And they're made out of like cotton canvas. Picked them up for like $6 a piece at my local Army surplus store, and they should work pretty well. They're only double stitched, meaning they have, on every seam they have 2 lines of stitching on them. Would prefer 4 or at least 3, but we're gonna make it work with 2. I'm sure it'll be fine. And last but not least, for pretty much every strongman thing you'll ever make, you're gonna want some duct tape. So I have 2 rolls. I don't know where my other roll is. Oh, here it is. I got 2 rolls of just regular duct tape. Some people swear by like the, what do they call it, Gorilla duct tape, but I'm one of those guys. I'll buy the cheapest brand and just buy 3 of them, and it works just the same, especially for this since there's not water involved, so it should work just fine. And I am gonna go start this at my truck in a minute. If you see what I just did there, what I did was I poured in the gravel and then the sand, obviously, and then I twisted the bag, and then I folded it into itself. And the reason you twist it is so it won't leak while you're twisting it over, to basically turn a 1 mil into a 2 mil. And normally I want to put enough where I can make it to 3 mil, which I put a little bit too much in this, but that's the beauty of this stuff. It really doesn't matter, because I'm going to duct tape it to hell, so it's not going to break. And then we're going to put it in even more bags. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make probably 3 or 4 of my little bags. Probably 2. I'll make 2 little bags and just show you how that's done. And then I'll make the bigger bags and show you what I do. bags here, and just the way I did it. So you can even see I've got room to fit probably 50 more pounds in each one of these bags. Each one weighs about 150 pounds. They're good heavy shit. But the way I'm gonna tie them, if you use these bags, is what's great about them. They come with a little drawstring. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and cinch it near the bottom here, take the string, and just wrap it around, starting kind of low, and then just wrap, and keep wrapping it, right? And then what I'm gonna do is once I get near the end where I've only got like 1 or 2 wraps left, I'm gonna open it up, see that? And I'm gonna just fold it over, so now you have basically 2 separate strings here, and then twist it, and then wrap it around again. So what's gonna happen is even as it starts to loosen up here, which it will eventually loosen up, it's gonna get caught on the little tie here. It's gonna get caught. And it won't open up enough for anything to slide out, that's for sure. And that's all you really want. For $36, you can have 2 big ass sandbags that you will get good use out of. Very small investment. Oh, you know what, the duct tape, that was like $3, and I only used 1 roll, so it was like $3. So what did I say, 36? So $40, you get two big ass sandbags, and they will last for years, and easy to open back up and take your shit out and remove it around if you really need to. But it's a sandbag. You really shouldn't have to do it. And if you are, then what's your excuse?